what you want, when you want it, where you want it. This is The Mesh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2, volume 9 of an after Super Bowl session of the new and improved podcast that's sweeping the nation. It's A Big Fan. My name is Chad East, and I'm a big fan of 70-degree temperatures immediately following 7-degree temperatures. Super Bowl prop bets that include field goal kickers, and last but not least, a key-fob creator that comes to your house preventing you from having to tow your car to a Gastonia dealership to buy a 3x4 piece of plastic.
Hey.
Yes.
Yes. All great points, but I got a little bit of a bone to pick with you because you
Sure.
came in here and you did. I'm a big fan. I come in here every time with that, and then you go off course. We can't do it or whatever. So I like all these things. Mm-hmm. I also would like to talk to you a little. I mean, the landscape of the weather.
Yes. Let's talk about it.
Is killing us.
Yeah, let's talk about it. It's better. We're looking outside. It's 70 degrees today, Hank.
Yeah, we're coming to them live.
Yeah, live. And last week it was 7 degrees.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Which leads to my, if you have a second, I'll give you to tell you about my key-fob incident.
Let's go.
So we've been cooped up in Hickory, North Carolina for the last 2 weeks because of an ice storm and then a snowstorm and then
another snowstorm.
Well, we had the snow after the ice that it slowed us down for a little bit, and the temperatures didn't really get above freezing. They hovered around 7 to 12 to 16 degrees. So us Hickoryites, I think that's what they call us.
That's what you're calling us.
That's what I'm calling us. We've been cooped up for 2 weeks.
It's Hickory nuts.
Hickory nuts. Thank you, Moose. So for 2 weeks we've been cooped up. Last week, some of our buddies called on a Friday and said, "Chad, we can't play golf, but you know what? Let's have us a snow day. Let's have us a snow day where we're not playing golf, but we're doing other fun things." So we meet at the bowling alley, Hank.
Okay.
Friday about 1:00. Go to the Penn Station, which is actually located right down the street from us.
Very close to here.
And realize that not only is it a great little bowling facility, it's got the cheapest everything in town.
Okay.
Meaning a French fry. You order of French fries, $1.50. Big
for a basket of fries.
Basket of fries. Cold beer. What would you guess they would charge for?
$3.
$2, Hank.
Holy cow.
$2. And guess how much it costs to bowl a game?
$4.15.
You would think at least, mostly $5 to $6. $2 games, Hank.
Wow.
So anyway, anytime we want to go and party and have some fun, I say let's go to Penn Station. You can get out of there for $15 and make a solid afternoon.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm in on that.
Oh, shoe rental. Go ahead.
75 cents.
Well,
I was getting blown away.
$1. So I mean, this is like we're living back in the 70s with these prices, 70s or 80s.
Yeah,
so yes,
yeah.
Next time we want to have some fun, let's go there. I will tell you, however, bowling game not on point, pretty terrible.
Yours was?
Yeah, just couldn't get it together.
Was it overpowering? Like, were you trying to overpower it? Because I know back in the day, used to be pretty good.
Yeah, back in the day.
Didn't you have your own shoes?
Had my own ball, had my own shoes.
Yeah.
Had my own bag. I had my own little cloth that.
Did you take your stuff?
I've lost it. I mean, I cannot find.
How do you lose it?
How do you lose a bowling ball? But somehow I did. So I just had to use their proper ball there, and I used a 15-pound ball, right? Pretty average, I would think. I think my other ball was about a 13er. And my arm hasn't done the bowling move in a long time. See what I'm doing here, Hank?
Yeah, I see what you're doing.
It hasn't really done the bowling move, and so it was a little sore.
You got a little sore, tennis elbow, like bowling elbow?
Absolutely. But we had a great time. I think there was maybe 7 or 8 of us. Played this great game. If you bowl, you bring a deck of cards. And if you bowl a spare, you get 1 card. If you bowl a strike, you get 2 cards. If you bowl a turkey, you get 2 cards plus the extra card for bowling the turkey.
Okay.
And whoever's got the best poker hand at the end of the 10 frames wins the poker game.
Okay.
So you've got high score, team score, and best poker score. So the gambling was
it 4-on-4?
So we had teams 3-on-3, and then I think another dude just actually sat back there and drank $2 beer. He didn't participate in the bowling, but it was a lot of fun.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, so that leads me to the next part of the day. So that started our Friday, and then it led into that evening, and then Saturday we rented a golf. We went to the golf simulator. on Springs Road. Same group of dudes, just wanting to get out of the house. Jennifer's in Raleigh all weekend. I meant to preface that.
Dancing?
She's dancing with her friends.
Okay.
One weekend a year, she goes to the NC State basketball game, and this happened to be the game.
I got you.
Weekend. Lucy Rose was dancing with her friends and spent the night out. So, Daddy's free and able. So hit the golf simulator 12. Oh, I forgot to mention, we went to Bootleggers after the bowling and threw darts, which I haven't done in forever as well.
Okay.
Great time. And a little golden tea.
Little golden tea.
Mix it all in.
Man, that is like old,
Yes.
like school stuff.
Old school. Absolutely. So we run it back Saturday, golf simulator 12 to 3. Let's run it back to Bootleggers again for a whole 36 of golden tea. I'm talking talk about two 18-hole matches.
I can't be more jealous of you right now. This seems like
incredible.
Quite the weekend.
Incredible day. Threw a couple darts. Then to top it off, one of our friends invited everyone over for UNC Duke smorgasbord. He had been making food, or his wife had been all day while we were at the Golden Tea and stuff.
Right.
So we get there. And even to make it better, they were like, look, you keep your car at home because nobody's home to get you. We'll come pick you up. So they, we do the drop off of my car. They come pick me up.
You manipulated this scenario one way or the other because I've been with you a lot. You never drive.
I didn't want to drive. I wanted to be safe. And so I run inside. I let Koa out real quick. Grab
the Chad bag.
Grab the Chad bag. It's got all the necessities I need for a nice evening out on the town, The
Chad bag.
Chad bag. It's got everything I need. Grab my big Eskimo jacket because it's cold. Remember Saturday was about 30 degrees.
Yeah. That's a Bruno Mars jacket.
Bruno Mars jacket, yes. So I stuff in right pocket a toboggan in case after we eat dinner in the Duke game we decide to go hiking somewhere, so I'd have the toboggan. Sure. Gloves in the left. Last thing I grab are my keys. In the Bruno jacket, the pockets are so shallow. I'm talking about you could barely the toboggan's hanging out, the gloves are hanging out.
Right.
So in my haste, I stick my keys in the toboggan side. Go on my way. Whole evening of just wonderfulness.
Yeah.
They'd bring me back to the house, reach in my pockets for the keys.
No keys.
0. Gone. At that moment, I was like, you know what? I'll find them in the morning. It's time to get in the bed. Super Bowl Sunday awaits us. Wake up, go everywhere around the house in my car. Call my friends. They're looking in their car. They're walking around in their house. All the places we had been.
Right.
0.
Uh-oh.
Nobody can find them. I call the dealership on Monday because they had my key fob. I can't get in my car.
This your car?
This is my car.
Okay.
And they were like, yeah, here's all you got to do. Get your car towed up here to Gastonia. The key is $350. We'll program it for you for 2. The tow's probably going to cost you about $100, $150. About $900. You in for that? I said no.
No, sir.
No, thank you. Call another facility. They're coming in at about $600. So we have friends in the car business. Mm-hmm. Give them a shout. I'll go ahead and say this guy's name because he really helped me out. His name is Trey, and he runs a wonderful business, an automotive business. His last name's White. Mm-hmm. Steve White Automotive. So he said, Chad, you are in luck. I explained the situation. He said, we just hired this truck that will go to these retail centers and our customers if needed and create a key fob for them, and they come to you. And he said, he is in town today. So I can't get in my car. I've lost my business key. I've lost my house key. I've lost the key to the basement. I think I've lost the key to my mind.
Yeah, at that
you know
point,
what I'm saying? I mean, I am struggling. I've got anxiety.
Sure.
I just got through Super Bowl Sunday weekend. I'm a little shaky. It's Monday. I got to get to work. I got to do so. I walk to work. I mean, it's not even snowy outside, and I walk to work. Anyway, the key fob truck pulls in. I said, how long will this take, sir? He said, it'll take about 15 minutes. As long as I have the right key fob. And so we go in the back. I look in the back of his truck. There are key fobs from every make, Mercedes, BMWs, Mazdas, Hyundais, Kias, you name it. A bag of key fobs. Mm-hmm. And there's one that says Mazda. That's what I have. And he starts fumbling through it. Knows exactly what it's supposed to look like because it's up online on his computer. He says, man, I don't have it. I said, what does that mean? He said, I'm going to have to order one. I was like, bro, I got to have my car. And he said, hang on. Oh, got this miscellaneous bag, just random ones. Boom, 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 fumbles it there. Bang, pulls out the one key fob. Does his stuff. Bing, bing, bang, bing, bing, boom. He's out of there in half an hour, and I've got my key-fob.
You need to put this guy on the Christmas list.
Unbelievable. I did give him a hug. I hugged him very tight.
And it had to be a lot cheaper than.
It was 70% less.
Oh, my God.
Because Trey actually hooked it up, too. So anyway, thank you, Trey. And thank you to, his name was Chad, who runs Key-fob Incorporated or something. I don't know, but his van was really cool. I mean, he could make a key in the van, and, he could do all the things he has to do to get a key fob. Because, in the key fobs, there is an actual key in there?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't ever realize that.
Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah. I'm not very smart when it comes to key fobs. But anyway, it was quite the afternoon, and I'm ready to rock.
Well,
now.
good. Well,
Yes,
I'm glad
thank
you had fun and a good weekend.
Yeah.
I saw you yesterday, and you were talking about how kind of
It's tired.
you were sleepy.
It's very tired. Yes, and you sent me a text after the Super Bowl and said, because as everyone knows, they aired the Winter Olympics after the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And most people after the Super Bowl, directly to bed. People like me and you, Hank, no. We're going to stay up and see what's on next and see if we make a bet on it.
For sure.
All right, so Winter Olympics, you sent me a text. Chad, out of all people, I know you're going to be watching the Winter Olympics after the Super Bowl. And I did for one, what was it, downhill?
Alpine skiing.
Alpine ski, yeah.
Skiing.
I was glad to hear that you stayed up for figure skating.
Figure skating.
Team figure skating afterwards, so congratulations on that. But anyway, a great Super Bowl. Before we move away from the Super Bowl, let's talk a little bit about, we'll do it. We'll start here. You are our food connoisseur.
I always feel like this is a sign.
No, this is not. I mean, you look fantastic. I mean, you really actually look slim. New Year's resolution, was it kind of loose?
I've got a sharp object over here.
Anyway, let's go visit one of our favorite segments, Hank's Hierarchies, related to Super Bowl Munchies. Are you ready?
I'm born for this.
Okay, absolutely you are. So at the place I would Super Bowl at, their food selection was a little bit higher tier.
Higher end?
Yes, I mean, we're not talking about your standard wings and your nachos.
I don't know if I like this place.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. What other standard things do you have?
Dips,
yes.
Sliders.
Sliders, yes. This was like
chips,
of course. This was shrimp. They got JB's, the barbecue place, to cater and bring in just massive every side and food that you can imagine.
Is this a shrimp plate? Like it had the plastic top?
No. This was I don't know what they did. It came in this big bowl and there was ice around it with cocktail sauce in the middle.
Okay.
I think she created herself.
Okay.
Wonderful, Hank. I mean, how many shrimps do you think I got?
1.5.
It was 4. And I filled the shrimp. The shrimp was in the middle of the plate. Barbecue and stuff around. A couple little chips, celeries. Celery's in
Yeah.
Only ate the shrimp. Didn't
even try the other.
So good, but I was full after the 4 shrimp. But anyway, so let's start there. Let's go Hank's hierarchy. Are we going Super Bowl Munchie?
Yeah, this is Super Bowl.
This is Super Bowl Munchie.
I got you.
We going wing or nacho?
Oh, we're going wing, baby.
All day long?
All day long.
Not a question.
Not a question.
Are we going slider or hummus plate?
That makes me laugh. Slider.
Absolutely. And will we go hot dog? I don't. Do you see hot dogs much? At Super Bowl? You don't really see
if you're
hot
at
dogs.
the game, maybe.
At the game, yeah.
But you don't have like roller dogs going on in somebody's house.
Yeah, so I've got to come up with something better than that. Then not a hot dog. We'll go with. What other munchies are there?
Barbecue.
Pizza. Pizza. Let's go barbecue. Or pizza.
Pizza.
Okay.
Pizza just feels like that Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
But the chicken wings, that's like, gotta have it.
That's number 1.
You gotta have it.
Gotta have it.
I'm not, I'm picking wings over crab legs at a Super Bowl.
Of course. Did you see the $180 cheeseburger you could buy?
I
at the
did
Super Bowl?
see that.
I thought about you.
I was
see
like,
that. My boy Hank would do some damage to.
That'd be a big fan of expense.
Could you finish that?
I don't know what was all on it. How many burgers were on that?
It looked
thing?
like there were 4.
I'd give it a dang effort. I can tell you that much.
It was huge. They said it could be split for 4 people, and they would not finish it.
8 if they're all Chads.
16. But anyway, so let's talk about your munchies on Super Bowl Sunday. What did you get to enjoy? Not only the munchies, but the game. Did you stay at home? Did you go to a party?
We stayed home because Sundays usually we have my family. We kind of do family stuff.
Yep.
And so we went heavy kind of dip. We had wings. Mm-hmm. We had guacamole.
I forgot about guac.
We had hummus.
Yes, of
right,
course.
Right. We had
what about veggie plate?
We
carrots, celery, cauliflower,
maybe radish.
radishes. Yes.
Yeah.
Any of that?
No.
Darn.
Then we had, like I said, barbecue. What else did we have? Pizza.
Had to have some chip or something.
Oh, we had
some
a ton
type
of chips, drinks.
Yeah.
It was good. I mean, it's the one thing that I was telling my mom about this is like on Super Bowl or every Sunday they come over to my house.
Right.
And usually I'm manning a grill or helping Reagan in the kitchen, doing like kind of working. I was like, listen, I want you all here, but I don't want to have to work.
Sure.
I want to be in front of the TV. I don't want to be in front of the grill. And I was doing some stuff that I didn't want to do. But
Yes.
I think it's always so much fun
So
to
you
watch.
cater it? Did you cater it? Did everybody bring their own stuff?
Like some people brought some stuff, and we did made some stuff of our own. But I mean, it is kind of funny. It's so much better having the commentary of more people.
Yeah.
Like instead of watching the game by yourself.
Sure.
Yeah. But we were invited to another party. Charlie Zagaroli asked me if I wanted to come over to watch a movie on Sunday.
Was it Brokeback Mountain?
It could have been. But he that might have been half a joke. But yeah. So I was invited to one of those.
Callback joke.
Yeah, real big fanners are gonna know that one right there.
I love that. That's so great. So that's awesome. And like I know before Super Bowl Sunday, you had a great event while I was doing my snow day, fun day, bowling, blah blah blah. You were actually doing something distinguished and something that really meant something to the universe. You went to the 8th, well, I don't know how many annual Heart Ball was. It was like 8th or something, 10th?
No, I mean I think it's the
12th annual Heart Ball,
Yeah.
where everyone gets dressed up in their finest wares. I saw pictures of you and Reagan. You look beautiful in the tux, and she was a lovely dress that she said she had on when they honored her several Heart Balls ago.
11 Heart Balls.
11 Heart Balls ago.
Yeah. So,
unbelievable.
Yeah. So she went in cardiac arrest 25 years ago, and it was the anniversary of her arrest on Saturday. And so we treat it usually like a birthday. And so we'll go out of town, we go to Asheville, we do whatever, and we just treat it like, hey, let's go out to dinner, have fun, whatever. And because of the weather and everything, we stayed in town in Super Bowl. So I said, what do we want to do?
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I want to go to the Heart Ball.
Yeah.
And just by chance, she was like, I'm going to wear this dress that I wore 11 years ago.
Crazy.
Which was crazy. But I couldn't have loved her anymore when she said, but let's just go for drinks at the beginning and not stay for dinner because I want to watch Chapel Hill play.
Oh, wow.
And so
what a wife.
We left after the beginning of it, which was amazing. And I heard the meal was amazing and the activity afterwards was amazing. But we left there and left about halftime of the game and hustled home, stopped at Lowe's, got sushi. And then in our tux, my tux in her dress, stood in the kitchen and ate sushi and watched that amazing end to that game.
Absolutely. And it was an amazing finish.
It was an amazing finish. But I mean, that day was special because I say it in my Instagram when I put that post on there. I mean, 25 years ago could have been the worst day I've ever had.
Right.
And we celebrate it
Yeah.
as an anniversary. And it's kind of interesting to think 25 years ago could have been the worst day I've ever had.
Very true.
And we look forward to this day.
So this day, you guys weren't married.
No, I was getting ready to ask her to marry me.
Were you really?
Yeah.
So y'all had been dating
a year,
getting
had
ready,
a ring.
And had a ring,
Yep.
getting ready to ask her. And then this catastrophic moment happens. And here you are 25 years later, married with a kid.
Yeah.
And Reagan's doing great. And so anyway.
She's got a great health story. And I mean, for us, selfishly, she's got a great health story because everything that's ever happened has ended on top. Like it's been a win. Like she has some really weird electrical issue with her heart. We go into Duke. It's like catastrophic. We've got to take care of it.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, the hands of God get on top of her and she's great. She's going to outlive us all. And then, she's got this incredible health story. She didn't remember me. Like she knew me as her friend from high school, but she didn't remember us dating. And so, we had to rekindle that whole thing. And I thought I did a pretty good job the first time. And I didn't know if I could pull it off the second time. But, to get her to fall back in love with me. And when we started, when I started doing that, I was very familiar with her. Yeah. And she wasn't romantically like what she liked and where she wanted to eat dinner and everything. And she didn't know that about me. So that was so our love story is really, a really good love story. And then Harris has his own great story with, how he came to be.
We could make a movie of this.
We could.
We could make a movie. Moose, get the video camera out. I'm ready to shoot the first scene. Okay?
Will you play a young Harrisheimer?
I would excel at that in that role. But yeah, that's such a great story. I was just so happy to see y'all so happy. So anyway, awesome.
I appreciate it.
Awesome.
It was a lot of fun, and I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad we're able to celebrate it and look at it as something that is kind of a win, because it, it, and that's why it was important for her to go to the Heart Ball, is because she is a shining example of the importance of technology and how this whole system works to save lives, and she's a product of that.
Just out of curiosity too, when she didn't remember you, she remembered you as a friend. Did she remember, like, what could she remember? Or could she remember nothing, like, short term?
Yeah, she would remember. She didn't remember about the year, like the year that we dated. So she remembered graduating college. She remembered, because we were a couple years out, 2 years out of college.
Yeah.
She remembered graduating college. She remembered getting her job. She remembered living in Greenville, North Carolina. Mm-hmm. She didn't really remember coming back home all that much.
Yeah.
And she came back, a couple months before we started dating. So it was kind of lost in that thing, which is kind of crazy because it's like 50 First Dates.
That's what I was going to say. That movie has already been made.
Yeah.
It's very similar to
but,
this.
It is kind of funny because you would I tell people this all the time, like during the weekends, I would drive to like Statesville and we'd go into a church and we'd sit down in the church and I'd be like, do you remember sitting here when Melanie Cole got married?
Yeah.
And she'd be like, no, I don't. And then the craziest thing is we had bought a dog.
Yeah.
Like 4 months before.
Right.
And we walked in to my house the first time that she sold me, which she didn't really remember.
Right.
But we walked in my house for the first time and Bit comes running up and all of a sudden she's like, who's this? I'm like, this is your dog. Right. So it's kind of funny how the brain works. So.
How about the brain remembering like young memories, like kindergarten, like friends?
Oh, yeah.
All that
It
stayed.
It
was just anything within a year or so.
Yeah. And I'm not, I don't know for sure, but it has to be, that part of, she was without oxygen for 4.5 minutes when she went into arrest because nobody knew CPR. Yeah. And so they had to wait till the EMS got there. And it's just what section of the brain was affected. And it was that short-term memory.
That's wild. Yeah. Oh, so glad that she's here and everybody's so good. So awesome. I'm glad that was a wonderful Saturday for
you.
Let's get back real quick just to Super Bowl. One more segment.
Thing. Okay.
So I'm a gambler. You tend to dabble.
Sure.
You tend to dabble.
Sure.
So there was this lock of the year in my mind, and I shared it with some people. So Seattle's kicker and New England's kicker, they've had a really, really good year. Seattle's kicker specifically had a fabulous year.
Fabulous game.
Well, listen to this. So there was this wager, 250-1, that he would win the MVP. Okay? And so I just started thinking I thought it would be a defensive battle, which it was until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was.
It was 12-0 until the fourth quarter. And at the end of the game, he had 5 field goals.
Yeah.
If Kenneth Walker, the running back for Seattle, did not have such a wonderful game, my cat would have won it because I put a wager on him, 10 bones, at 250-1.
Look at you.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm texting I told all my
So we're
buddies,
celebrating your loss.
Well,
is what we're doing here, right?
But we remember our losses more than we remember our wins. And so I was just thinking, I had my buddies that were in on the bet with me. We were texting like, what are the odds? Is it going to happen? And I was like, well, Kenneth Walker needs to fumble. He needs to fumble. A big turnover that would kind of change the outcome of the game.
He wasn't fumbling.
He wasn't fumbling. Actually, he broke one to that house, but they caught it back. I don't know if you saw that.
I remember it, yeah.
Yeah. And so anyway, lost that bet, but I think I'm dialed in now. Buddy.
Are you?
I think I've got, my brain
juice
is working
is flowing.
Bruce's brain's working on a different level. Nobody had him MVP. I'm sure a couple people, but nobody at Hickory had him MVP and put money on it. But I did.
Okay, so that was your favorite prop bet.
That was
right?
my prop bet.
Okay,
Yes,
so did you hit any like what?
The bet that I hit was 1.5 field goals over. He had that the first quarter or the second quarter.
Yeah.
And that was a big one.
Did we do coin flip?
I don't bet it, but my buddies.
I bet it.
Did you win?
I hit it.
Oh, good for you.
And I hit it for them winning it.
Did you really hit both of those?
Yeah.
Any ones that you got close to hitting but lost, like anything that was kind of in the realm of like, it was right there to be had?
No. I mean, it was either. Then I started betting on quarters and then quarters and games and whatever. So
yeah.
I won a couple, lost a couple. Didn't come out as bad as I probably could have.
Yeah, it was profitable, but not as awesome as it could. And somebody asked me, and this is a great question. Remember in Hickory where a friend of ours had this really big square? You know, he did the squares.
Sure.
What happened to that? I was waiting for the call
Let's
to say.
do a big fan square.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be fun.
I was just waiting for the call because I think in that contest you could win some pretty good funds.
Yeah, there's one that I'd been involved in around town that was pretty steep.
Pretty lucrative,
Yeah.
yes. Well, I was waiting for the call. I never heard it, so maybe they just put that on hiatus. All right, a couple things I've got on my list, Hank. So, as we mentioned before, the Winter Olympics the coverage followed the Super Bowl. You stayed up and watched a little bit, as did I. Have you been watching any more as the week progresses?
Yeah, a little bit. But, I think that it's so funny what's like figure skating. I know as we were talking about figure skating before, it doesn't interest me as much. I think that they're amazing athletes and what they do. It's just not what I find entertaining. Although I saw the American do that backflip. That is crazy.
Would it change your tune if you knew that ice dancing, they did a 90s theme, and so you couldn't play the classical music. You had to be 90s music. So they had a Boyz II Men song playing in the background, which was cool. They had Madonna had one. They had Poison. BBD had one.
BBD.
Anyway, they were grooving and dancing and skating, so that was a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
Does that change your mind?
No, that doesn't really change my mind at all. But I think that it's either they bring something in and I'm like, oh, this is going to be amazing because it's like cross country skiing. I love watching that thing just for the simple fact that you talk about an endurance athlete.
Ooh-wee.
Did you see yesterday they showed a guy going uphill and he was doing a sub 6 minute mile?
I heard.
Uphill.
I heard about that.
Like, I mean, it's just amazing. But, I think it's kind of crazy that sometimes you'll get on there and you'll be like, yeah, this ain't for me. I don't want to watch this one. But, I'm kind of a big, I like luge. I like bobsled.
Jennifer likes the sledding games.
I like the sledding games. They're pretty good.
This is kind of cool. So you'll remember this girl vividly. I think she was a year after me and a couple before you. Her name was Laura Harkey.
I know her very well.
And after the last Olympics, she and her husband, and I'm just following her through Facebook, and actually I know her brother, started curling in Charlotte.
Yes.
So the curling mixed doubles or whatever was yesterday, and it shows the stands. And she is in Italy with her husband, and they're waving a flag.
No.
I promise you. And I was like,
that's amazing.
I was like, there's Laura Harkey right there. So I guess she's so into curling, which is incredible. And so some of members of the Charlotte curling team went to Italy and watched them get the silver.
That's funny.
Is that not crazy?
That is crazy. I love that.
Isn't that a wonderful?
Just chasing a dream.
Exactly. I got to text her and say, dude, that is so awesome that y'all went there to check it out. Yeah, so it leads me to my next question, Hank. So, you're pretty athletic, not as athletic as me, but if you were
a non-athlete would have to say that.
A Winter Olympian, that was your thing.
Yep.
Name 3 of the Winter Olympic sports that you think that you would excel at. Of course you would need to train because you ain't going to the Winter Olympics looking like that. You know what I'm saying? But give me what your skill set. What do you think you would be able to walk up on that podium and accept a medal? Probably bronze. But what would it be? What 3 sports?
Cross country skiing.
Okay, you think you'd be good
because
you do have good
runner.
Yeah,
I like the thought of that.
Yeah.
Bobsled, you need a big guy in the back pushing.
You do.
You need strong back half of that.
Yeah.
And then I think the last thing I like is speed skating.
Ooh. You get that body around that curve, though, your momentum. What if you miss it and you go right to the wall?
Sharp edges, baby. Sharp edges.
That is so much fun to watch, especially when it's coming down to the wire.
Yeah.
And they're neck and neck. That is unbelievable.
Yeah. And there's the short track and then the long track. The short track is so much fun because it's just diving into corners. And I think you'd be a good short track guy.
I think that Apollo Ono, I think.
Yeah, he was.
Right?
Apollo Ono.
He was pretty badass.
You got to stay low.
You got to stay very low. And I think I'd be pretty good at ice skate dancing.
Okay.
I cannot ice skate, but I can dance a little bit.
You stay in one corner?
Yeah, exactly. Holding on to the wall like we did at Skateland many moons ago. So that would be fun. I would get worried if I was on one of those sleds that the weight of my body wouldn't hold the sled down, so we go into a curve and I just get shot up into space.
I think you'd be good at the one that they have like skeleton or whatever.
Skeleton.
When you lay on another person.
Me and Will coming down the chute.
Chad, no, on your back. not on your stomach.
Hilarious. And then I haven't seen this yet, and I'm terrible at shooting guns. But don't they have one when you
biathlon?
Yes, where
Yes.
you
I love that.
What do you cross country ski or
Yep.
something?
And then you lay
pull
down.
out the gun, lay down, poof, poof, poof.
I'd love that one too.
That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
I think curling would be a great bar game. You know, like if you had a cooler and you're at the curling stadium.
it'd be
and you're
amazing.
just chugging beers and taking vodka luges while you hit the little puck or throw the puck down there. That would be a blast.
That would be fun.
So I probably wouldn't qualify Olympic because we'd be drunk. So I probably wouldn't be able to step up our
It's a
game.
short list for you.
Yeah, I can't get 3, Hank. Give me another Winters.
Ice hockey,
No, thank you.
How
I'd
about-
get hit one time and I'm out.
bobsled. We talked about that. Alpine skiing, Nordic combined.
Nordic combined. What about snowboarding? I think I
Ski
could probably
jump.
do some. That would be fun. That would be a lot of
Ski
fun.
jump would be pretty good for you.
Anyway, we'll check it out. Keep watching the Olympics. There's some really, really good stuff. We need to build our patriotism up. You know, everything after the Super Bowl. I want to talk to you a little bit about that too. You know, country divided. I'm not talking about politics because I don't get involved in all that junk. But I just feel like the United States need a little boost of something.
Yeah.
And the Olympics will do it. If you can't get behind the USA when they're competing for your country, you can't really get behind anything.
And they're right there in the medal race.
doing
They're like
so
third
well.
right now, I think.
They're doing so well.
Yeah.
Again, not political. Tell me if you watched the halftime show.
I did.
Bad Bunny. What'd you think?
It was entertaining.
Okay.
I didn't understand it,
Me either.
but it was entertaining.
Actually, I didn't watch it. We were en route from the Super Bowl party to our house. And so by the time, the time we left, it was just starting and people were at the place we were at, not fighting over which show they're going to watch.
Sure.
Kind of strange. So we left. Now, that's not the reason we need to get home because Lucy Rose wanted to watch the second half with us. So we get there, and by the time we got to the house, I looked at my phone. There were like 5,000 people texting. Can you believe? Or, oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Just
Completely divided.
Completely.
Yeah.
So anyway, I still haven't seen it. I'm probably going to watch it here just to check it out because I heard, again, production value, really awesome. A lot of people, I don't understand the words either. I mean, but I'm sure it was a good show.
Sure.
Did you know any Bad Bunny songs before
No.
this? Me either.
No, and so
I didn't know he was such a big star.
He's a huge star, and that's kind of like that's one of the things that you have to take into consideration is how big he was. Because if you polled the Super Bowl, the people winning the Super Bowl, you'd have people that wanted Bad Bunny. You'd have people that wanted Leonard Skinner.
Sure.
You'd have people, so you're going to make somebody mad. And that's why I felt like in the past, the collaborations had always worked really well. And that's like the argument that I would see for this is incorporating multiple genres when, like Lady Gaga came out or whatever. And just to make it, because it was entertaining, it was just, I left it and I was like, well, I don't know if that was a new song, an old song, a current song or what.
So Jay-Z's group is in charge of who his team gets to hire who compete or performs at the Super Bowl. I think his contract's 10 years, so it ends in a couple years. Anyway, long story short, they don't get paid. Do you know the performers do not get paid $1 because supposedly they think they're going to get so much publicity and new streaming payments and all this stuff. They don't get paid $1. But the word on the street for next year, Jay-Z's contemplating this. There's a couple groups that want to do this.
Why'd you look around like somebody, like you were getting ready to tell a big secret?
I mean, shh. The Dingle Dangles and Moose and Friends have been, the names have been brought up to combo their skills.
To
play at the next
on
Super
the
Bowl.
field, or is that going to be like a concourse B near the trash can?
We'll see. We'll take anything we can, right, Moose? Moose and Friends with the Dingle Dangles.
All right.
We're going to debut the Dingle Dangles' new song, too. It's called Sweet Song. Came out in 2015. It got 3 views. We're going to see if we can bring it back.
It was all at Bourbon Street, was it?
It's all the Bourbon Street folks.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Bourbon Street folks, thanks for reminding me. I went into the newly renovated Bourbon Street office. It's no longer, it's a real estate office now. One of my friends actually owns it, and it's beautiful in there. On the ceiling, I don't even know how old that building was, but the ceiling had this copper or tin roof or ceiling.
Yep.
Beautiful. Well, they left it exactly as it was. Oh, it's so gorgeous in there. Yeah, it's so cool. Have you been in there by
I haven't
chance?
been in there since they renovated it.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. It's still, it's gutted.
Right.
And so it's no bar. It's no bar, but I can visually remember where the bar was and like where the stage was and where the jukebox was.
Did you still smell the mop bucket?
I was trying to smell it, but it smells clean in there. Okay. I don't smell vomit or spilled Jim Beam anywhere.
All right.
It smells very, very clean. So anyway, good memories from that place. Yeah. My friend, what else you got today? Anything else exciting happening in Hank's world and for our big fan audience?
Well, I will tell you,
yes.
I am looking for a very competitive evening this evening. I believe that the two of us might be playing tennis together.
Oh, you made the cut.
Don't start. Don't start. Tennis, Chad has been running ever since he wasn't feeling good. He's been running. And so now he's back on the court and talking trash. So this evening we'll get to
see what happens.
Yeah, we'll get to see what happens.
Oh, I'm excited.
I hope I'm paired with you.
I do too, because we had clinic the other day.
We won clinic the
other day. Congratulations.
Yeah, that was us.
Yes.
We did this.
So what else? What's going on this weekend? And then we'll let Moose go to, because our producer Moose is a big music guy, and he's got a big night in front of him. Billy Strings playing in Asheville. Going to be wonderful. Hopefully Moose going to have several. I think he's four nights, right, Moose?
Yeah, he's playing 4. I'm going to 2.
Going to 2.
It's going to be great.
Going to be awesome. So we're going to get out of here so he can make his way to Asheville. But what we got going on this weekend? This is Valentine's Day weekend.
It is Valentine's.
Your least is this your least favorite holiday?
I think it's stupid.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Shower love all year long.
There you go.
Don't make it a day.
There you go.
So the big thing right now is Hickory High had a huge win Friday, this past Friday, against East Lincoln.
Yeah.
And it was, an amazing game. I was there. And so they control their destiny. So they play North Lincoln, who is currently number 1, has beat us previously. We play them tonight at 8 at Hickory.
Oh, it's tonight.
Tonight. And so if we win that game, we move on. We move on, obviously. But we move on to play Bandies, and if we win that, then we're going to probably win the conference championship.
And that's saying something, because there's some really talented teams. Not to interrupt you, but the East Lincoln guy that's getting recruited for football,
Jackson Dollar.
What did you think about him?
Most athletic person I probably have seen in person.
I heard that from 3 people after that game.
Yes,
they said that. So what? He's like 6'5",
6'6", 230. He's a tight end, and when he was cutting across the court, and they kicked him the ball, and the guy that was guarding him for us, wildly athletic.
Yeah,
he gapped him by 10 feet, probably in 20 feet.
Wow.
It was he was the fastest guy on the court,
and the biggest.
He was the strongest guy. He jumped the highest, and he made like 3 or 4 3-pointers. He does not have a bad shot.
Wow.
So
they said he got 3 just crazy dunks too.
He had a yam from the foul line. He took off from the foul line.
Crazy.
Yeah, the free throw line.
Yeah.
He crazy, and he's a junior.
Yeah.
And so they say he's got 31 Division I offers, and you're talking about I think Texas coach was there to see him at Hickory.
You're
just
kidding.
To see, what kind of teammate he is, what kind of athlete he is. But he's got Michigan, Ohio State, Georgia.
Kirby Smart came to watch him at the last basketball game.
Right.
That's the Georgia
Flew in
in
a helicopter.
Yes, to see him.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, this guy is going to be a special, because they're going to that real athletic tight end.
Yeah.
This guy
yeah.
is that kind of guy. So we play North tonight, win that. We got to beat Bandies, and then we play, I think, West Iredale, which we shouldn't have any trouble with. But then that sews up the conference championship in a very tough conference.
Yes.
And so that's the end of this week. And then this weekend, Valentine's Day, we'll spend it. Ray and I will spend it together. But then Sunday, Harris he was a finalist for the Blue Ridge Hot Stove, which is a baseball kind of dinner.
Right.
And they have different categories, and we've got a bunch of friends that their kids are
doing it too.
Are a finalist as well.
Fantastic.
And so we go to this dinner on Sunday night and enjoy it. It's supposed to be like just a good opportunity. It's an honor to be nominated,
right.
And it's an honor to be a finalist, and then it's also kind of cool to be able to get to hang out with these families outside.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Enjoy the time.
How about you?
So I forgot about are you going to go to the game after tennis?
I would like to. I'll discuss that with you if that's
okay. That would be a fun evening. So we'll talk about that after the big fan. But then, so Jennifer and I, we don't really celebrate Valentine's Day, right? But I thought this year, Lucy Rose is going to be with her boyfriend. She's dance. Her first comp of the year is Saturday, so we're going to be there in the morning, and then she has some events in the afternoon, and then I think her boyfriend's, they're going to eat dinner. So in Lenore, isn't there like some new good restaurant there? Am I thinking of the right place?
I'm not
Lenore?
sure.
Yeah. And anyway, I thought we might just stay up there, eat a nice dinner, just she and I, and then we'll come back down. And we want to see, there's this new movie, I just saw the name of it at the State Cinema right beside us. It's about this boss who's a real prick to one of his employees, and they're on a plane ride, and they fly, and the plane crashes, and the only two survivors are the girl that he was treated poorly and the boss, and she gets her revenge.
Oh,
well, I
wow.
can't remember what it's called. Maybe, Moose, do you know what that movie's called? It's like Show Me, or I don't know. But anyway, she wants to see it. So we're going to probably go eat the foods and then go see the movies.
Okay.
So that'll be a fun Saturday.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. And then, before you know it, buddy, we're into March.
We are into
We're
March.
already into March.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's going to be here 2 weeks. Then our March Madness trip happens. Oh,
It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be fun. Going to be fun.
amazing.
All right, my friend. Well, look forward to seeing you tonight. Thank you to our big fan listeners. I spoke to my daughter, and she said she got a couple of her friends to add to the big fan club. So we're growing, buddy. Growing leaps and bounds. Matt Pearsall said it was a great episode.
Good.
He appreciated the
Just
shout out.
as long as he's happy.
Yes, he said he was very happy. So anyway, we'll look forward to talking to our big fans again in 2 weeks. But until then, peace.
I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. I keep forgetting things will never be the same again. I keep forgetting how you made that so clear.
You've been listening to The Mesh, an online media network of shows and programs ranging from business to arts, sports to entertainment, music to community. All programs are available on the website as well as through iTunes and YouTube. Check us out online at themesh.tv. Discover other network shows and give us feedback on what you just heard.